I have to ask so Faiz, in regards to Ole once again, do you think, or there has been, right, a reputation about him bringing players on too soon? I asked Ahmed this study and he said, yeah, because he trusts those players. For example, like Maguire, I feel like since his injury, he's been back, but he hasn't maybe been on the form that he has before. And for Varane as well, was he rushed back in that Atlanta match? Because immediately after he got another knock and he's out again, which, he's so crucial to your defense. So what do you have to say about that?
Yeah, not even for this season only. The reputation he has held, the reputation for a long time now. I remember once Marcus Rashford, he was rushed back and he was overplayed even. And I think there are two outstandingly negative ramifications for this, rushing players back into your squad. One is you are risking the player for the future, for the longer term. And the second one is your fringe players will question you, what are we going to do? What do we have to do to get to play? Players like Donny van de Beek, players like Jadon Sancho, maybe now Mason Greenwood is pushed aside. They'll keep on asking questions because they want to play, because they are internationals. All players at United are internationals. Ole cannot do this. I cannot do this for too long now, because he's been doing that, and it's only going to be a bad thing in terms of squad health and squad harmony, I suppose. Yeah.
I mean, I know you did say you want to see him. I mean, you don't want to say Ole out and you will see him through to the end of the season. Tapi, macam, Faiz said, it is detrimental to a player's career if you rush back players in, and it's not really fair. So maybe that is his weakness, isn't it, as a manager? You say he's not a master tactician, although he has reorganized the club and sort of brought the spirit back. So, which is more important then, right? Like, to win games and bring in the results, or to organize the club? And
he has already organized the club back to health post Sir Alex. But now he needs the results. He knows this himself. Fans tak kira lah macam myself sokong sampai mati pun, but if he can't do changes, then it's up to him to save his job. I want to see Ole Gunnar Solskjaer being the babyface assassin that he is, being bold, drop players yang you rasa tak form. Kan? I mean, of course, you want to play Bailly, he's a risk to the club, but if Harry Maguire is not playing, then you just pair him up with Lindelof. Midfield, okay, you love the McFred combination of Scott McTominay and Fred. Okay, Fred plays well for Brazil because he has Fabinho by his side. If it's not working, then play Donny van de Beek. It's not a problem. Then why did you spend on Sancho? Of course, with the arrival of Ronaldo, you have to accommodate one player, but with Rashford being injured, just put him on the left or on the right. You bought him as a winger, you play the players that you have. I think going back to the squad harmony now that Lingard is going to be leaving the club, he's a boyhood Manchester United players, and hearing this kind of news is very unsettling, because you have a club legend at the club. He's a fantastic player, but now is his time to save his job by trusting the players who are not in his favourites list.
Right. So Faiz, then what do you think about the current squad's morale? All these things considered, him only looking forward to his favourite players, bringing them in before they're ready, and then the rest of the squad fully capable to replace them, and he's not playing them, losing to City, losing to Liverpool. What do you think is the morale at the moment in the club amongst the players?
In terms of morale, at a top club like Manchester United, especially in the recent weeks, you have two big losses to your arch rivals, Liverpool and Man City, and the way
they lost,
the losses happen, always going to hurt these top players at United. And I think this is the time where these players will be questioning whether or not Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the right man to take them forward, because they are fully aware of their capabilities. They've played with each other for a while now, and they've obviously played against each other before, and they know the quality and they know what they can do. Especially in the game against Manchester City now, is the difference was so big, so stark in the style of play, that you would suggest that one team is properly coached and another team is not properly coached, and it is going to be a larger destruction in the future if you keep persist with the things that is not working for you. And I think for that, for players' moral right now, they need to dig in themselves. They're professionals. They have to know where they're at now. Is Manchester United, one of the biggest clubs in the world, and maybe the hope is somehow diminished on the manager, but they just have to hold on to the fact that they're playing for Manchester United.